Hi, everyone, and welcome. This is Alex here of Advice by Alex. I want to thank you very much for stopping by and giving me a listen to. Today is Monday, August 25th, 2025. I want to thank you very much for stopping by and giving me a listen to. And if you have not liked this channel already, I ask that you hit the subscribe button and the like button with all the little bells for all the notifications of when I go live or when there is a new video uploaded of that instance. So, without further ado, hopefully you all are having a fantastic start to the week. And for many of us, we are in that Monday slump of coming out of the weekend. So that is kind of where we are at here. I'm going to take a sip of my coffee. So it's kind of like we're having coffee time with Alex here, except we're doing angelic messages as well. So hopefully you all are doing absolutely fantastic and everything of that nature. And hopefully you all had a good weekend. I was just kind of tidying up and doing some loose ends over the weekend and also relaxing as well over the weekend. So hopefully you guys were doing well with your weekend plans as well. So, this is going to be for the week of August 25th to the 31st. And then next week, we'll roll into September already. Wow, where has the year gone? Already in the month of September, going into the fall season, which is my absolutely favorite time of the year. It's the most magical time of the year as well, in my opinion. It can be different for everybody. I like the summer, but the fall has always been my absolutely favorite, and everything like that. So fall was also when I um, had been starting to date a person in the past. So that was also a magical time. So it's like a lot of my romances in the past have been in the fall. So I do love a fall romance. So I'm not going to lie, it's holds near and dear to my heart. So it seems to always start around the magical fall time, and things of that nature for myself, at least. Speaking of love and romance, I would like to work on putting a video out specifically for love and romance for September. I don't know when I'll have that done by, but I do hope to have that soon. It's going to be a couple of chaotic weeks coming up here, and everything of that nature. So, um, and next week, my best friend is moving as well. So, wish her all a safe and fabulous trip to her new location, and everything like that. So, that is there, and everything like that. So, I've been also helping in that aspect as well. I'm trying to find the right angle, but guys, this sun is getting to me before we start anything at all. We will go ahead and do that. Hold on, guys. I'm just. Ah, so much better because now I feel like I'm not like. Oh my goodness. So there is my A friend or the Alexa app, or my A friend, I like to call it. Um, Doing the annual reminders of things. And it's great to have it, but it can get like a lot every single day. I'm just been playing with it to test out what I like and things like that. So, but let us go ahead and get started with the angelic messages. Should I do that one too? I think I need to do that one. That way it's the best. Okay. Okay, so that is so much better, guys. I will say that that looks a lot better on the camera, so I do apologize there. I was not realizing what time of day it was, so that was my apologies. But let us go ahead here with the angelic messages of the week of August 25th. And then hopefully you all had a good last week, even though it may have had some up and downs. I had some up and downs last week, just like you all. Um, but at this time, I ask that you have your feet firmly planted on the ground, have your heart wide open to be able to receive the angel messages that you are about to receive, and then light a white candle to surround yourself with the angel's presence. So, the deck that we're going to be using is the Psychic Tarot for the Heart by John Holland. And that is what we're going to go ahead and do. So, I will go ahead and draw some cards. Then we'll tune into the energies and then deliver any messages that come up right away. And then we'll go in with each of the cards as well. And things of that nature. So, here we go. I'm going to put my mic down really quick while I'm shuffling. Alrighty. So, what does everybody need to know for the week of August 25th, 2025? What does everybody need to know for the week of August 25th, 2025? Alrighty, so we're going to go ahead and have our feet on the ground here. I'm going to go ahead and tune in, and you can more than welcome to do a couple of deep breaths along with me as well while we are doing that process, and then I'll come up with, or then I will start coming out with the angelic messages. Okay, so there's a lot of things that are coming through very strongly when I am tuning into the angelic messages this week. Is that one of the things that I was really picking up when I was tuning into the energies is that it is all about taking action for this week and things of that nature. So we have to take action on something for this week. So I know a majority of it, the energy wise, was last week, but I do feel like some of that energy is going to be lingering for this week as well with taking action. So I do feel that this is all about in the course of taking action and making a change. So the card I will show you that I literally saw they wrote out the word change on it when I drew it, and I was like, that's a first. You really wrote out the lesson right there, which is all about um, change and things of that nature. So I feel like this is a week of changes and taking action on the changes that we make for this upcoming week. And then I feel that once we take those action steps, we'll be waiting. It's like the waiting and things like that, which you'll see in the cards here. But it is what they are. I want to say at the beginning. But this is all about a week of um, change and taking action. And I'm also hearing very loudly is transparency. So I do feel like this is a week of being transparent. So allowing yourself to speak your truth, a lot of throat chakra work for this week as well. Um, Allowing yourself to honor your emotions, allowing yourself to be stand firm in what you believe in. So, allowing yourself to set boundaries with others if you are needing to set the boundaries with other people, and allowing you to step outside of your comfort zone. Um, and this is what the angels are really saying that all this energy is trying to help you is to be able to step outside of your comfort zone. And the more that we resist that change, the more things are thrown in where it will make it harder for us to be able to change. So if we don't recognize things now is the time to be able to make those changes necessary in order for us to break that cycle, break that karma that we had in the past, and just allowing things to be able to be in motion and everything like that. So that is very much where the angels were very adamant about allowing yourself to be in that period of acceptance and surrender. So accepting and surrender is part of the action steps that are needed to take for this week, and things of that nature. So, and the angels are also really saying is that I'm hearing also to follow your passion. So I feel like now is the time to start to be able to follow your passion. So whatever passions that you have is where it is all about coming into alignment with your passions. And I feel like this is what the energy is pointing us to is that once we are in alignment, we are in alignment with our soul purpose, we're in alignment with our soul path, and everything like that. So we are coming into that era of honoring who we are as a person, as an individual. And we are definitely, um, we are going to make that happen. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Our my team isn't playing around anymore. Your spiritual team is not playing around anymore. They are wanting you to make that change and any change necessary to get you on the path that it is needing to be on. So that just I can go on, but they're just very excited for us to be able to get onto our path onto the next stage. Basically, is what they are really saying and things like that. So that is why I don't know why that was there. So hopefully it didn't cut me off or anything like that because I don't want to get interrupted um, when a random number is trying to call during this time. But it is all about standing up for yourself for this week, um, and not being afraid of being who you are, allowing yourself authenticity to shine forth for this week. So, however you plan on doing that, that is up to you. But that is what the angels are really wanting for this upcoming week and things of that nature. So, the first card that they showed me when I was talking about change and how they wrote the word change um, on the card here is the lead card. So, having courage is stepping forward and stepping into that leadership role, stepping into the divine, stepping into your purpose. overcoming your the shadow work, so that way you can have the confidence in order to get to where you are needing to be. So this is very much excellent. And just being a leader within yourself, taking charge, taking responsibility, and taking that step up. So not being weighed down by other people or what other people say. The naysayers will naysay, and things of that nature. What's that Taylor Swift song? Um, shake it off, and kind of thing. So really do what Taylor says is shake it off. Of the naysayers, do what makes you happy, and that is really just the messages that are coming through for this week. I don't know why they're coming through very, very strongly. I just honoring you and honoring your value. So the next card here is that we have is the move card. So this is where some of you will actually physically move. While that's a very small majority of the collective, a lot of it is all about that action, taking action from the situations that we are wanting to have take action with, make a plan, and come up with a plan and stick with the plan. And some of us, this is all about separation. So I feel like there will be a separation of some sorts, where it could just be also a release of old karmic lessons and things that no longer serve us. And in that case, call upon Archangel Michael, and he can cut cut the cords and things of that nature. So that is absolutely fantastic. So the next card here is that we have is giving and receiving. So having that balance this week is very important. So that is very much incredible to have. So giving, but also allowing yourself to receive. I know a lot of spiritual people that have so many issues with allowing yourself to receive. But it's a good thing, especially if you're giving, you also have to have that receiving end too. So, and that could also be some lessons in itself for a lot of people. So that is definitely where that is at, and things of that nature. So that is where that is at. So the next card here is that we have is awaiting results, which is just awaiting for this newness to come in. Now that you're going to be planting the seeds and allowing it to water and grow, we're just going to be in that waiting game after all that. So, and then the next card here is that we have is clarity of belief. So we're going to have a lot of aha moments for this week and things of that nature. So we will have a lot of things going on and things of that nature. So that is absolutely incredible and things of that nature. So, but yeah, so that is where it is absolutely incredible in regard to the card of the week and things of that nature. So just a lot of aha moments and just kind of not being hard on ourselves when we have that aha moments, especially if it's something that we're not ready to hear. So that can also be the case as well. So we also have the base chakra. This is all about the foundation. So the foundation of, and if we are looking at psychology, this is the Maslow pyramid um, of basic needs. So this is like our foundation of who we are and things like that. So that is basically the gist in the card is where things are, and that is absolutely incredible. So and this is also where we need to work on our root chakra, um, clearing out any blockages in our root chakra. And then also, of course, allowing us to remain grounded, allowing ourselves to go with the flow. Um, and also, hugging a tree can help balance us and ground us. So, if you have not hugged a tree lately, definitely hug a tree, and things like that. Trust me, when I was thinking, oh, I'm gonna look very silly if people watch me hug a tree, but lo and behold, when I have hugged a tree, I feel instantly grounded. I'm not gonna lie, it's like boom. Then you have clarity. Then you have aha moments. That's what happens when you are allowing yourself to remain grounded, and things of that nature. So, that is there. But the overall card here is that we have is joy and stability. So this will lead to bliss. So personal happiness, um, joy with whatever situation that we are currently going through. So that's exactly what we want to see. And with the new path that we are going down, it's all about us strengthening our bonds, allowing us to see the bigger picture of things and stuff like that. So that is absolutely incredible. I am very, very excited about that. So that is those cards. So now we will draw a couple from the Soul Journey, and that is with James Van Prague. I'm going to put my mic down while I shuffle. All right. So what does everybody need to know for the week of August 25th, 2025? Today is an energy portal kind of a day. Oh my gosh, I just realized. Oh my gosh. So one of these cards, you really can't make this stuff up. I'm gonna keep it PG, but you really can't make this stuff up. So the overall lessons we have growth. I want to expand my conscious and my awareness, and this is all about growth, believing in allowing ourselves to grow and evolve and change. So that is there. We had a hopper lesson with that, and this is relationships. I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. So allowing people around you that want to be around you during these times, and setting boundaries with people that don't. So even if it is family, then it can be very challenging, especially if they don't want to be a part of your success. So that is um, very much there. I do apologize, guys, if that was where I was touching the mic. I wanted to make sure it was still on, and it is. So the next card here is that we have is change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. So again, that tower moment, which can be scary, but not really scary. It's just evolution is basically what it is. And things of that nature. So, and the next card here is that we have is success. And I know that there is no greater goal than to love. So success is in the air. Good things will come of this evolution, of this change. So that is where that is at. So we'll go ahead here with the last card here. And we have the Soul Truth Awareness deck. Love that deck. Again, I'm going to put my mic down while I shuffle. Okay, so this definitely makes a lot of sense, and I love this deck for this reason. Does my life have room for more pleasure and play? Going back to that balance. In what area are you lacking pleasure right now? Maybe in certain relationships or with work? Is it possible to shift the seriousness of life to experiencing a more creative, wild, and playful side of you? Today's soul action. What would happen if you added more play and laughter into your life? What area is lacking this right now? Take time to play, let go of any need to produce anything. So, that's pretty incredible, ain't it? So, that is absolutely fantastic. So, that brings us to the end of the messages, and I hope you definitely very much enjoyed the messages of today and everything like that. I'm just going to move my cup here. And I am going to disconnect from the collective here. Alrighty, so we were able to disconnect from the collective. And also, if you like this channel, I ask that you hit the subscribe button and the like button with the little bell for all the notifications of when I go live, and of course, any new uploads as well. And of course, um, I did want to remind you I have this on the podcast. For those of you that are not joining me on the podcast, it's the Psychic Advice by Alex podcast, and you can find it on Spotify, um, YouTube. You can find it on all the platforms, basically, where you can find um, the different platforms. And I did want to remind you that the August special is from the podcast that is only going for the end of this week, and then we'll go into a new podcast and or a new special for the month. And right now, it's a one question angel reading for $10. So that's pretty incredible, if I do say so myself. And yeah, so if you would like that, just email me and then we'll get you set up and everything like that with a PayPal, or you can do Cash App as well. All that information will be in the description box below, and everything like that. So that is absolutely incredible. So, but until next time, everybody, I am sending you so much love. Oh, and if you are wanting the August special, just put in podcast special, so that way I know in the subject line of what it is, because I do get a lot of email every day. So, but until next time, guys, I'm going to send you so much love, angel blessings, and so much healing your way as well. And I love you, and thank you very much for supporting me as well. And I support you and your endeavors as well. And until next time, everybody, I love you guys, and I hope you have a fabulous week. Bye, everybody.